You make me happy. This you can bear. You split right beside me. Yeah.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to show that. Right? Okay, I'm kind of lying, but look, y'all. Good times to FAMU. We got some special guests on. Hopefully, we can get everybody's camera right. If not, let me see. We're gonna bring them up to the stage in a moment. But look, wild times in Tampa. We're gonna talk a little bit about some of that, but only the part we can verify. All the stuff that's reckless, irresponsible, speculation that I can't verify and they can't either. We won't talk about. But we will talk about the good stuff that's going on and some of the fun times and other things that are going on. Y'all already know what's up. It's always gonna be. Thanks.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started. Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does! And that might be the knockout punch.
Greetings and salutations. Another episode of Fangs Update. And look, y'all, got some good times here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. A little bit of fun, a lot of laughter. I have some special guests here on the show. We're gonna bring them up shortly, but before that, I like to kind of look at, some of the things going on with us in our university. Y'all know, again, the stuff I can share, not now the other stuff that y'all see in the blogs. Yeah, I ain't got that. I ain't got that for you today. So don't get mad at me. Keith, you supposed to be? Nope. I'm not gonna give in to that. But what I will give you is the part that I can verify. So we're gonna talk about the good stuff, the fun stuff, and all of that. Oh, I see my man now. Okay, now I see Jeremiah. We're gonna have you come on in a minute. But look, this is FAMUly Business, so y'all can see some of my people waiting up. Hopefully, Mr. Youmans joins us in a minute. But this is our FAMUly Business. So it's purposefully called FAMUly Business because these are some of the business people that deal with FAMU, not the messy people who, keep us mired in the mirely, the darkness and the whatever, the foolishness. We're going to talk about some of the fun stuff. But look, you want the mess. Look, y'all know I'm not messy. Look, Jesus worked on me. I'm trying to get saved, trying to redirect my life. And sometimes I'm just not that petty, y'all. I can be petty, but my petty is like me being right. Like if I tell you something and I'm right and I know I'm right, that's when I'm petty. But if I just say something and y'all just kind of hear it, hey, that's an example of me just being petty from afar. So but dealing with the FAMUly Business, let's kind of hit the shenanigans first. Look, round one, great show, man. St. Clair Moraine, Gerald from the Democrat was on there. Mr. Selvin Cobb was on there. And we really spent a lot of time talking about the legacy of Mr. Eddie Jackson. So if you missed it, he did pass away. ONG has done a great job of really eulogizing him, as well as Vaughn and Gerald. So no need for me to diminish what he has done by being I don't know, short, because this dude's done a lot. This is from the National Alumni Association, their contributions. What's up, Ashley? Ashton, sorry. Look, it's starting to rain over here. I'm checking for lightning. But and then also trying not to be like, what it do. Look, you ain't missed nothing, bro. But yeah, good write-up from the NAA and their good people over there. Us good people, I should say. So yeah, found out today I'm officially on the roll. So but yes, as Tamara T stated, definitely keeping that family in our prayers, man. Again, because I got asked, hey, what's your relationship with like Eddie Jackson? I had to be honest. It's like I really didn't have one. I, you know, he was just a legend. Like so for me, and it wasn't for like him not trying or whatever. It was just, that dude was that dude. So sometimes, as much as our circles cross and there's only like 1 degree of separation, he's actually supposed to come on the show. But things were what they were and happened how they happened. But that doesn't mean that you don't see the work he does and that he did. And that was the way I saw him in the last decade. Kind of saw him as like the silent assassin. Like, you kind of put out there, he had his way of saying stuff, and 220 Club is doing this. And then next thing you know, 220 Club did that. So that was really cool to be able to see there. Now, also, we're gonna jump straight into sports. Look, because basketball team, they ain't got no size. I'm just saying. And we had to do back out a commitment today. But football, they just let y'all know when the Celebration Bowl is. I'm trying to see if that's a picture I took or not. If they use my picture, you can have it. But also, you got the Coach Cozy football camp coming up. Cozy and some other folks, might have been down in that Tampa area. And look, we got some offers that went out. A couple kids from Yazoo City, Mississippi. That's over there in the Delta. So if you don't know where that is, but athlete Amarian Brown, 6'1", 175. Most of his videos as a receiver. So if you go watch him, he's a receiver. The other one, Desmond Johnson Jr., another 6'1", but he's 210. He's a linebacker. And you got a commitment. So look, right here. Just saying, you got the Brandon Callaway, 6'2", 175 safety from Purdue. And the other one, Armand Burris, receiver from Concordia. So he's a transfer. So, but look, let's go ahead and let's see if Jeremiah's got his camera ready. We're waiting on Mr. Youmans to see if he's gonna jump on the call. But what's up, fam?
Let's see. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, good sir. Then
do you hear any noise in the background? I haven't used StreamYard in a long time.
Nah, not really, man. You good, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they done updated technology and everything else, man. So
I see that. I haven't used StreamYard since 2020 during COVID. That's how I was introduced to this mechanism here.
Man, look, you are good to go, bro. Like I said, man, and look, I'm so used to being the one-hit wonder person. I didn't got the backup on the cell phone, so I had to take that out of my ear. But man, look, if you don't know who this brother is, can you tell them a little bit about yourself, man? Some of what you do, and look, this brother's he kind of connected in NAA already, and he's younger than me. So I'm just saying, like, I feel bad. I felt kind of lazy. Started looking around at him.
So, greetings to everybody out there. My name is Jeremiah Carter. I currently serve as the corresponding secretary for the best region in the NAA, the largest region in the NAA. Without the Florida region, there is no NAA. So I work with all 35 chapters here in the state of Florida. I'm so happy to be in that position. I was kind of voluntold to join the NAA. And so I'm a member of the largest chapter in the NAA, which is our Leon County chapter in Tallahassee, Florida, boasting 452 members of the NAA.
Yes. And this is one of my co-contributors. We both work with the social media campaigns. So he does more than me. I just be like dipping in and out doing Twitter and kind of, hey, let's do this and create stuff. And I get to send it out there. Like to call myself a freelance person. So I'm
I thank you I definitely appreciate you for doing the Twitter aspect of it, because trying to do Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, no. So that's why I got to get Hootsuite or whatever it's called to help me out. But I'm glad you take care of Twitter. When I see something posted on Twitter, I'm like, okay, good. I don't got to worry about it. I know it's good because it's coming from Keith. So I'm like, all right, sure. It's been posted. Somebody retweeted it.
That's it. That's all we need, man. That's all we need half the time, man. So look, y'all was over there in Tampa in them Tampa streets. Hopefully y'all got to have some fun, man. Again, I done told y'all the reckless, unsupported, speculative stuff that you heard about, I ain't seen. So we ain't gonna talk about it because
Yeah, because
y'all gonna have me lying.
Right, and anything that I heard, or I didn't hear any of that stuff and whatnot. Of course, I did see the blog and all that, but I didn't see none of that stuff, and I'm not gonna let that diminish the work that we did in Tampa, the NAA raising funds for students. We honored our distinguished alumni. Work was done, and we had an amazing time in Tampa. Some of us are still recovering. Some of us had to bring our Tylenol with us each. I mean, I had a big container of Tylenol. Matter of fact, where is that? Let me tell you something. I was walking around with this Tylenol in my bag because listen, this helped. Where's my camera? This Tylenol right there. Yes,
it got you through.
Because after, let me see, Wednesday when I touched down, and then Wednesday when I touched down, and Thursday after Thursday, I was like, whoa. But we had some shout out to our president, Curtis Johnson, and the executive board for putting together a great convention. Matter of fact, shout out to our Tampa chapter and President Paula Goodrum for being the host chapter for us. I mean, it was an amazing time. This is actually my first full-fledged convention. I did pieces of the convention in Tampa, but that was my first full-fledged convention. And of course, there was work that got done. I mean, there was a lot of amazing work that got done at the convention. And also, this was the precursor to football season and to homecoming, because it was just a big reunion. And some of us miss each other because we haven't seen each other since football season, since the Celebration Bowl. And so we were excited to see each other in Tampa, from the boat, riding on the boat, from shutting down the hospitality suite, to voting on crucial. Let me say something. The hospitality suite was fun. So nobody say Tito's was our sponsor, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. All the Tito's you can drink. But we got a lot of amazing work done, and our distinguished alumni who were honored. We had a bunch of people from Florida honored as distinguished alumni. The workshops about how to make your chapter better. A lot of great tools and nuggets was given out to our chapter leadership and delegates so that they can take back home to their home chapters. And hopefully one of the biggest things that we can do also is grow our younger alumni base. I was very surprised they gave me the Young Alumni Award, the Young Alumni Achievement Award at the President's breakfast. You had to be in the room to see my reaction, because I had went upstairs to go take a nap real quick. But I came back downstairs because my friend that was in the Charlotte chapter, they got an award. And all of a sudden I hear my name being called and people clapping. I'm like, well, what's going on? What happened? And so lo and behold, they gave me the Young Alumni Achievement Award. Somebody asked any more Be Out days. So Atlanta is having a Be Out day. And then Jacksonville, if you're in Florida, Jacksonville Be Out day is July 27th up in Jacksonville. But of course, Atlanta does a big one, but we want to support what's going on in Florida. So if you're in Florida, definitely support Jacksonville.
Yes, and it's funny. That's what I was if y'all saw me doing this, I was doing that to pull it up. JR Lee is having theirs on the 27th. If you go follow their Instagram, JR Lee is one of those chapters. We quietly have the I'll let y'all behind the one of the closed doors, but we quietly be like, so who you got for chapter of the year? And JR Lee and Tampa chapter have been the two groups in South Dade that, man, they always doing
and
something.
Broward.
So, and Broward, y'all doing look. Broward, they got DJ Loose Kid up there, Miami too.
Yes.
So and Orlando,
Yes,
you trying to get in there, Orlando. I see your home team.
Yeah. Orlando just had a great event as well that I had the chance to attend. So that was really good. And look who joined us.
Speaking of home team.
Our
Good evening.
distinguished Florida Region VP, William Youmans, is on
Good evening.
one of the hardest working regional VPs in our association. But everybody works hard, and everybody goes over and beyond the call of duty to make sure that the work of our National Alumni Association is done.
It is. That is a traveling man. I will tell y'all. He'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to Pensacola, and it's like, wait, what? I'm going to Miami. I'm going. Like this brother. Look, his wife. I tell you, she got a special spot. She got a seat guaranteed in heaven because this brother be gone and doing for the cause of FAMU, and it doesn't get a lot of attention. Doesn't get a lot of fanfare. You'll notice his
Thank
brother.
you for Brightline.
Hey man, he is
That
consistently.
Brightline.
Oh, it's saving you.
Yeah, that's
And now
allowing
he's
me to
riding
get
on
up
the
and down.
Brightline. But you got to get Brightline Premium. I don't care what nobody say. That Brightline Premium is great because you can drink Prosecco and orange juice the whole way to Orlando.
Oh wow. Okay, look. Okay.
Not saying I did that, but just saying.
No, that would never happen. What are you talking about? No. So, but
there's a reason why I like premium.
Look, hey, look. Today is just tea in my cup today. Normally, I might add a little something extra, but I want to have a little class today.
Cups, I hope those who went to the convention are using their cups that we got from the NAA. Our nice mugs.
Look at that.
Yes.
Look, y'all did it big. So mentioning that, could you give us we had as Jeremiah came in VP Youmans, regional VP Youmans. You missed the part where he kind of gave us a kind of recap, but in talking about that one Tampa, one FAMU on the Bay there, give us kind of a recap, but then also can you explain to the people who missed it some of what they missed, but also why that event's important?
Why the convention's important? It's just that one opportunity of the year to facilitate business of our association. It's just some things we got to do. It's an opportunity for alumni and alumni chapters to learn just things about recruitment, that financial aid thing. So, those things that that's going to come up, those questions going to come up from our students, that we'll know how to answer those questions when those parents start answering those questions there about student recruitment, financial aid, and those related things like that. So that business related things. Yeah, of course, we did talk about bylaws and Robert Rules of Order and things of that nature, and trying to get a budget approved. Those are needed because of our statutory requirements from being a direct support organization. But if you did not come to the convention, I was saying, I'm pretty sure Jeremiah mentioned it. The Amateur Works, great time there. If you've never been to Amateur Works in Tampa, definitely want to check that out. We had a fabulous time, and Jeremiah, I couldn't pull him off that dance floor at that boat thing. Now he went off screen there. I guess I may have embarrassed him there, but yeah, it was that boat ride was great. The DAA, and again, congratulations, Jeremiah, for being the Young Alumni of the Year Award recipient, and the other chapters as well. Alachua County, I think, was the other Leon County as well. But hey, guys, if you missed it, definitely check out that Amateur Works. You may be able to get the boat ride on Redutes, but oh yeah. Oh, am I muted?
AC fixed today. No, we can hear you. But I missed it. I was like, I told the wife, like, yeah, I ain't gonna make this. I ain't got no AC.
And if you all haven't known, so even though Be Out Day was not connected to the convention, that first Be Out Day for Tampa, that was really, really lit. I mean, it was packed.
We saw
a
some
portion of the Martin 100 was there. DJ Boweezy, Loose Kid was there. It was that Be Out Day was totally lit. If you all haven't known, so even though Be Out, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I think you might have to, if you got some Bluetooth headphones, I have to use Bluetooth headphones for me. But could you tell like some of that? Because I think that's some of the thing we as alumni we kind of miss. I ain't gonna lie. I remember my first Be Out Day, and I was like, "Oh, this is lit." Like it wasn't something that.
Yeah, you're still going in and out. You said tell you some things about Be Out Day.
Yeah. About just what made it so great, and I guess how that paired well with the overall Tampa event.
It was just being out there. I mean, just seeing people we haven't seen in a while. It was, and the thing about it, it was kid friendly. They had those bounce houses for the kids, and I saw young boys throwing the football around. So it was definitely kid friendly. The March 100 was there, as I mentioned before. Joe Bullitt said a couple of things as well with our band director, uh, Dr. Chipman, as well. And but it was just a great family affair, right? And all doing this to raise funds for scholarships. It was just hanging out and just being loose. You don't have to be all tied up in a suit or what have you. It was just a good time just to hang out. You got your pull out your lawn chairs or your tailgate chairs and your tents and just be yourself and
Yeah.
just dance if you want to. If you want to stroll, if you're in a D9 organization, a frat or sorority, you want to do that. Or if you just want to do line dances, individuals out there doing that. It was just be loose. Sort of like
Nice.
that. I hate to say that. That song "Fitting to Get Loose," but I don't want to
That's hilarious.
say the other name right now. But
Yeah.
Farrell.
Sean song.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep. Did we lose him? Oh no. So I may be having some audio difficulties here.
You know why we here. EA, I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna be nice today. Because we all do work in the capacity and help with the university. So we're gonna avoid the talk.
Can you guys hear me now? Because I was having connection issues on the
Yeah,
computer.
we hear you.
I can't hear Keith.
with this crew. So but nah, like we saw that, we see how fun these be out days are. And to me, I think that's something that we got to continue. We got to keep going. We mentioned the one in Jacksonville. And so let's see, it might be having some issues there. So one of the things definitely going forward, like in the next couple of months, we are trying to and get more people to sign up for the National Alumni Association, because end of the year is coming up. To getting those numbers up, trying to get more people in the NAA, and kind of how that helps the university.
I really couldn't hear your question, Jeremiah. Did you hear it? I don't know if you want to take it from there. I really couldn't hear it.
I think he was saying how are we going to get numbers up for folks to join NAA, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. You want to
Oh,
take that, Jeremiah?
well, one, well, one of the biggest things we want to do is we want to make sure that for one, we get that pipeline of students that just graduated and to join NAA. So we definitely want to start filtering students through the Student NAA, the Student National Alumni Association, which is on campus, which is headed up by Jenny Berry. Once you completed 2 years at FAMU, you're technically considered an alum. So you completed 2 full years at FAMU, because 2 full years at FAMU equals to an associate's degree. So you're considered an alum, and you can join the student SNAA, and you can also become a student life member as well. So one of the things that we want to do in the next fiscal year is definitely up our communication and how we communicate to those younger alums. I think after they seen what an amazing time I had at the convention, and since the convention is going to be in Dallas next year, I think that's going to bring out more. That's going to bring out more people to come. Because listen, we like I said, we have a great time. It's a great network to be around those people, because you never know who you're going to meet and who may assist you on that next journey or goal. So I think we're going to have a high turnout in Dallas, because everyone loves Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. We had a great, like I said, we had a great turnout in Florida. My best friend came to the convention from Charlotte. It was his first time. He's a younger alum. Charlotte took home an award, and like I said, when we were on that dance floor, I said, "Listen, you see why I like?" I said, "You see now, you see why I like being around him." I said, "We know how to work, and we know how to party, and have a great time." But like I said, there's more to the NAA than social gatherings. There's also that raising dollars for students. That's also giving back in your community within your own individual chapter as well. And we have some younger alums who move back home to their cities, and they're involved in their chapter as well.
Cool, cool. And VP Willing,
Yeah, I think I'm having some
is
audio
coming in.
issues.
But could you tell me or tell us about kind of what do you do as the vice president? Like, you know,
I would say the Florida Region Vice President is called sort of the CEO of the region and managing all of the chapters of the Florida region. So basically, in short, we help chapters to grow, to develop programs that's going to support Mother FAMU, um, be it fundraising, be it government relations, student recruitment, just helping those chapters and developing those programs to really maximize support to FAMU.
okay. And what are some things like this year that you've gotten done? Like that's going to be the big question that, Rattler Nation wants to know, because a lot of times we see these people and they're like, man, they're doing this, they're doing that. But what are y'all really doing for FAMU? Because that's how you get the
Right. So, you know, some things as like community service, we are a chapter ourselves. So we do service projects. We still continue to do those COVID things that COVID related support. We about to ramp up our support to students through the FAMU food pantry. Many may not know that FAMU students or FAMU itself is in the foods that desert. And so we try to provide support to those students there so they can have healthy food options there on campus. And then going back to support to the chapters, right? Um, the just helping the chapters to develop those programming options. So from Broward County and their golf tournament to Leon County and their scholarship event that's going on up there to the Greater Orlando chapter and their big endowment that they just completed. So, you know, um, things like that. The bowling day event, the Strike Again Day party that was in Orlando. That was a great event. So those are some of the things that the Florida region does to really help our chapters.
one of the things I know I'm looking forward to. I ain't gonna say looking forward to it, but it's that time of the year. So we got what, like 20 some days left.
Mhm.
We know that we're gonna have some events coming up and other things like that. But do y'all know of any type of events or anything that's going on to boost membership? Because those are some of the things that we really go for. Like personally, I enjoy stuff that's gonna be fun. I can kick it at, but also like how do we make it make sense? Like for me,
Kinda hard to hear.
on Saturday, look, me and my line brothers gonna have some fun. But how do we get that for FAMU and the NA and the boosters?
So I think you cut out a little bit. I think we're having some audio issues, but I think you were saying how can we boost membership um, for like certain events and whatnot. So basically, what we have to do is we have to tailor certain things. In my opinion, we have to tailor certain things to meet our masses and whatnot, and how we communicate with our younger alums and our seasoned rattlers as well. Like I know some of our seasoned rattlers may come to a day party event, but I know a lot of our younger alums will come to a day party, will come to a brunch as well. One of the things I think we definitely need to bring back is young alumni giving. Um, that was a big thing. I remember I used to see it during homecoming. They would do a young alumni brunch, and they would actually literally raise money for Mother FAMU, and so that's one of the things I definitely want to see come back. Like I said, I got a DM after the convention from one of my friends, and she was like, "Hey, I want to get in." She was like, "Listen, I'm coming to Texas. I want to get involved." And I said, "I'm glad you want to get involved." So I said, "We need more." I said, "Jeremiah's kind of," I said, "After a while, Jeremiah can't be the baby of the bunch." And William knows, and a lot of people know, they hear me say this. I'm the baby I'm the baby of the bunch, and they really are very protective of me. I mean, they really are. They don't listen. They don't touch Jeremiah. Listen, don't bother Jeremiah. And so I was like, I want other people to experience that love and affection that I get, because it's so crazy because my friend was saying, like, when they called your name out for that award, he was like, you barely could make it to the stage because he was like, people was pulling you right and left, wanting to hug you and love on you and stuff. So I want other younger alums to experience that same love and affection, but we just have to meet them there. So Orlando did a great event, and I actually came up to Orlando for their day party event, and it was really good. It was well attended. And I always lean over and ask, okay, are you a member of National Alumni Association? Well, I say you should join. These are the benefits. Go to your chapter meetings. And then if you don't see something that they're doing, make the initiative and just tell them, hey, I think we should do this. And you head it up. I think we should do a Be Out Day Orlando or something that's similar to Be Out Day. Okay, well, head it up. I'm pretty sure Loose Kid and Bo Weezy would love to come down and do something in Central Florida. Um, but the same for Miami. I mean, Miami Be Out Day was really good at Virginia Key Beach. And see, because I'm back in Broward now, so I was able to go to that as well. So you just have to meet them at the place, but also tell them, like, hey, we there's a balance. Like, we do socialize, but we also do business related things, as far as like scholarships. And some chapters have big endowments, and so they raise money for those endowments as well. And some chapters get those corporate sponsors for events. Like I said, shout out to Tampa for getting those corporate sponsors for us during the convention as well. So there's some, and if you have those connections, those are the connections that we want to utilize. I think there's something going on in the chat too as well. No,
Oh
William.
no, you good, you good, you good in the chat.
Oh,
Nah, look, I'll release y'all for that part.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I ain't gonna implicate y'all like
oh,
that.
see, so I'm
Nah.
so used to being. I'm so see. I'm so used to being able to Zoom. Let me check the chat or the comment section. Let me see if
we One of the things, and part of the reason I want to make sure y'all were on here is so that one, people can see like what we do. A lot of times I'll say I
having some value issues here.
things,
Oh,
but can we kind of talk about some of these events we got going on, like the Blackstone internship, and kind of how we as a region really help these kids get these opportunities, and how we help FAMUans?
Yeah, so this is just one of the few opportunities. One of many opportunities that students can expand their learning and their resume skills there. So this Blackstone opportunity, we just definitely share this with all of our chapters, and just encourage them to share it with their students in their network, and this it will just definitely improve their marketability as they were looking for jobs. Um,
And that's some of the stuff we do on the region side. We definitely promote different activities, and then this is a big one. This is coming up. Like, we FAMU and Vice Stars got something that's been going on for a couple months. You may have seen them on the sideline at the Classic. I didn't even think to bring the picture up, but we kind of with FAMU, and maybe even talk about how it benefits FAMU a little bit.
well, Five Star has been a financial partner with the Florida region, the Alumni Association Florida region, since 2023. And so they're a financial partner. We bank with them, and they're just just a great organization to bank. You see, it says "Do Good, Bank Better," but June 11th, there's going to be an opportunity to learn about how to protect yourself from scams. Right, so it's going to be a virtual lunch and learn. If you can, definitely scan that QR code that's listed there, and it's going to be you just be learning how to protect yourself against scams. Give you a brief review about identity theft, and just some online security best practices as well. But we've had other opportunities with ViStar about estate planning. Unfortunately, each of us has an expiration date, and so it's just that sometimes that's a difficult topic to discuss. But we had a virtual lunch and learn with ViStar, just talk about estate planning and how to plan for that. So we try to produce these types of programs for our members of the Florida region, so that there's some kind of take back um, to each of our members. So from estate planning, from online best practices, and just how to protect yourself from scams, or just you know basic financial planning type of things as well. So there's just one of many things that we try to do just to give back to our members.
Value from membership. You probably heard Jeremiah talk about it. Like, membership has its benefits, and I'm sorry, like, if I don't know you, I mean, I'll speak to you, but teacher, my kids be like, then like get some food. Like, nah, you ain't one of my kids. Like, now if it's my own child, she may have to fight for a second. I'm gonna eventually give her a piece. I may not want to share, but I will share. Shop here that's going on, and this is really related to looks like, well, the financial aid one's coming up in a minute, but can we talk about just this academic workshop and what this kind of does here?
William, you want to take that one?
Oh, looks like we lost him for a second sound wise. So
So this is a financial. So there are some changes with financial aid, and some changes. As you all may know, there are a lot of things that change uh, every so often when it comes to financial aid and academics. And so this workshop is definitely for those students who are current, but also those incoming students who are starting summer B as well, for their not only for them but for their families as well, so that they can be abreast of some of those changes, and also meet those people in those places who, if they have concerns and stuff, they'll have a chance to meet to see those people that they may need to talk to when they run into issues. Because one thing I was taught when I got the family, please get connected as much as you can, because you may run into an issue with financial aid, and you might have to go wait in a long line. And but now they do it on not mistaken, they do it on Zoom. You can do a virtual appointment as well. So definitely take advantage of those workshops. And one thing, as the NAA in Florida region, what we do is when we get these events sent to us, we definitely filter these events through our chapters, because sometimes our chapters have different recruit. Each chapter has a recruiter who goes out to the school, and so they are able to share these resources that they learn at these workshops with some of these students that they have recruited to come to FAMU.
oh, and now we also look. I told y'all, the Florida region, we do a lot. You got the summer B students, you got the Rattler Pack, and that little opt out deadline. Like, what is this here? If you could kind of tell us about it, because look, somebody just click the QR code. Um, it's like, but what is this, and kind of what are we really supporting, so that FAMUly can know what's up.
You got it, Jeremiah.
No, you got it, because I'm not familiar with the Rattler. I'm not familiar with the Rattler. Wait, is that?
Right. So the Rattler Pack, as I went to the website like just now, but it's basically just textbook savings, how students can
Yeah.
save on their textbooks in that bookstore. As we know, those books can get pretty expensive, but it's just a way of cutting back on or getting some discounts on your textbooks.
And I believe they take a portion. That's similar to like your book stipend as well. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, no, they take a portion of your financial
Yes.
aid. They take a portion of your financial aid to assist with getting books.
Yep, and basically how it works is the student would register for classes, and then once they register for classes, they'll be automatically enrolled in this Rattler Pack program. And then, once they selected those courses, then the bookstore will start preparing their order, and then they'll verify their order online. So within 30 days, they have basically 30 days before the start of the first day of class, they'll have an opportunity to verify the order, and then they'll get an email saying that their books are ready to be picked up. If it's digital, if it's digital book media, it'll be delivered to their FAMU Canvas um, portal platform.
Okay. Now this is the last one. After this, I'm gonna let them go. So y'all get a little taste. Told you I ain't gonna drag them into none of the miry clay, and I ain't going that deep into miry clay myself. But
Not either.
look,
Like I said, I can't confirm and deny. I don't know what these people are talking about. I got a bunch of text messages. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Jeremiah Carter was trying to stay awake.
and so if y'all aren't familiar, Brightline is the train service in the state of Florida, and Mr. Youmans got an idea. I ain't gonna even lie to you. This is something that sounds like his idea. It may have been something that Jeremiah.
Yeah, I think we're still having some audio issues.
But what's going on with this here with the Florida Classic Survey? What's this all about?
Well, it's never too early to start planning for the Florida Classic, right? We want to sell out the Florida Classic this year. We want to have, you know, as many rattlers as possible, but we want to get back to the late 90s and early 2000 period when the Florida Classic, which was full to the brim at Camping World Stadium. And so this is an opportunity for South Florida rattlers. There's basically those that live in Fort Pierce, Palm Beach area, Broward County, Fort Lauderdale area, Miami-Dade, and all points south to get on a party train from South Florida, come up to Orlando, the city beautiful, get on a motor coach, be chauffeured to Camping World Stadium. You can tailgate, do whatever you're going to do. You don't necessarily have to go to the game if you don't want to, but if you want to go to Camp World Stadium, tailgate, hang with your frat, hang with your sorors, or what have you.
Or
You know,
just hang with your regular friends who
Yo,
aren't a part of a frat or a fraternity.
you can do that too. So if it's me by me,
Thank you.
um,
Some of us are me
you
by me.
you can you can hang out with that group as well, um, and just hang out, right? And the good thing about this, it's hassle free. You don't have to worry about making that drive, that 4 hour drive up to Central Florida from South Florida, dealing with the traffic or accidents and just that congestion and someone cutting you off, anything like that. You get to go 120 miles per hour up 95. Don't have to worry about getting a traffic ticket or anything like that. And so we all look. Um, if something works out,
How
there
many people
may
do you have
be
interested so
some
far?
entertainment on that train as well, some music entertainment as well. So it may be a party train coming up as well. So
How many people do we have interested so far?
so far we have over about 210 that's interested in this, and so stay tuned
And,
for
and
around that early job time period.
and let me tell you why they're interested, because and this is also a way to open this up to folks as well, because chapters are this is how chapters can boost their membership. And William is right. Driving to Miami alone from Broward is a mess. But taking the bright lines from South Florida to Orlando is one of the best things ever. Like I said, I've done that before, and you just sit back and let the train ride. So it's like about a 2 hour ride, 2 3 hour tops, but 2 hour ride, and it just goes, and it'll get you there. Go to the Orlando airport, you get picked up. But it's a great. I think this is gonna have more people than we expect, because once you tell folks, I don't gotta drive, I'm gonna pick you up from the station and bring you back as well. Oh, that's good. It's good.
It's gonna
So
be it's gonna be a great vibe.
yeah,
what we're doing is going to be a very, very good ride.
Am I gonna be on the train? I don't know. I'm one of those people that drive, but I might be on the train.
Well, look, I might be at the tailgate, so look, y'all see me, just wave at me, throw whatever sign, and we'll keep it moving, man. Look, I'm gonna let these two dudes go so they don't implicate themselves. I'm not getting that deep into foolishness, I promise you that. But look, appreciate y'all too, being on. Look, and we will definitely have y'all again when election season comes and. Why it's important. Why do you need to be a member? Because July 1st is coming. And so some of y'all going on, get your $200 ready. Went in there, you can see my NAA pin with my Kappa pin and everything else. But so look, we appreciate Regional VP William Youmans and Jeremiah Carter. Look, I don't know what position he about to have next. He about to, I ain't gonna tell no tales here today, but he gonna move up. Oh yeah. So, all right, gentlemen,
you guys will find out after. Let me see. The NAA nominations applications close tonight at 11:30. So by tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, by tomorrow, you will probably know who's on the slate for the upcoming NAA elections, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
There we go. Somebody just send us all the names so the social media team can get to doing what we doing, not following the rules. We the bad boys at the NAA. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We just be doing stuff.
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, and it's learned a lot.
Oh man, look, y'all, that was a lot of fun. Look, now I ain't gonna lie, for EA, I know what y'all came here for, man. So yes. With the foolishness, absolutely. Come on, man. Like, I'm in these streets now. Come on now. Don't do that. Keep verified member of the street committee. But a piece of me also feels like some of this is what it is. So yeah, y'all, what you want to hear as a FAMU alumni? Absolutely not. But are you surprised? Like, I think some of that, and part of the reason for having them come on is to kind of give y'all a little reprieve from that, but to also kind of, hey, you have folks at the events who didn't see it. Now, this is the ticking time bomb. And let's see, I can hear myself. Can y'all hear me? All right, hope so. But this is gonna be the thing. Who got the video? That's gonna be the silver bullet. Because when you read the article, they say they got 3 videos. Who got the video? That's the question. And I think until that comes out, it's just speculation. And so I think we kind of saw some of this really with the NAA stuff in general. The first time the allegation Youmans for doing some of what he did earlier. And sorry, I do see where mine went out, but a big shout out goes to him. All right. It definitely wants to be stupid right now. And that's all right. I got something for it. All right. It ain't gonna be the great sound quality you used to, but it is what it is. So look, according to the street committee, I got the same information y'all got. I got that it might not be wrong, and they have confirmed some of the information. But again, that's the street committee, so y'all already know how I do with that. Like, wow, yes, loyal member here for it. The other part is we kind of got to be careful on getting away from just having speculation and having facts. And that's some of the problem we had last time. Sorry, trying to fix the other mic. I know it sounds better. So I may just roll with this and y'all just have to get the subpar for today. From what I've seen, I need a video. Now from what I've heard, it's pretty damning. But I can't verify anything. And so y'all know with me, until I got facts and data, I don't say it's true or it's false. I will say if it is true, I think we end up getting an apology out of it first before something more drastic happens. But I'm not far off from some of y'all. Like, just saying, like, if what is reported is true, then yeah, I'm with you, Will. Like, and I told y'all honest, I got no problem with the lady. So don't sit up here and be like, oh, Keith, you don't like her. No, I don't care. Like, at this point, it is what it is. Like, I just want her to do good. Because honestly, if she does good, FAMU does better. That's my standpoint. My issue is if it is true, though, what does that do for your boosters and your alumni? Because one thing about alumni, not just FAMU, any alumni, they're cliquish. Like, that's the first thing you have to learn by any alumni group. They are cliquish. It don't matter if it's FAMU, FSU, UF. If it's somebody that they just don't like and don't support, they won't be there. And that's honestly that's some of the problem we kind of had at the beginning of the year. And some of y'all don't like that lady. Like, real talk. Ain't nothing that lady can do to satisfy some of you. I'm sorry. And I'll tell it to her face. Like, honestly, some of them events, and like I told y'all before, I wouldn't take my behind to some of that stuff. Like, that's just me. Like, me personally, it's, and my kids are notorious for saying this, my students. Me personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect. And at a certain point, that's all it is. It's straight disrespect. Like, you don't like the lady, and there's nothing she can do. That's fine. But you know what you're not going to do? If I know you don't like me, you're not going to see me routinely coming back to get whooped. I'm not a glutton for punishment. I'm not a masochist. Like, and I think a certain degree of this is you keep coming back. You keep coming back to get whooped. And at that kind of event, you kind of knew what it was. Like, certain part of this, there's going to be a witch hunt. Like, folks are looking for stuff. Rid of you. Like, we could lie about it, or we could be honest. Like, kind of is what it is. Like, she has a group of people that don't mess with her, and that's not going to change anytime soon. And especially when something like this comes out, where if what they said is true, man. But at the same point, can you blame her for being defensive? Like, I think I said this before. These same people tried to fire you a couple months ago. Like 4 or 5 months ago, these people with some stuff that was fabricated came up and were like, she did this and she did that. And you're like, okay, that's kind of half true. That's not completely true. And then other things you're like, yeah, she did that. Okay, she kind of did this one. All right, she didn't do that one. So how would you feel? Your workplace, this your job, your dream job, and they trying to get rid of you. Like, and then you're in the room. You're in the room with the people that can make it happen. Like, I think that's one of the things we lost upon that. Like, within that event, You talking about the $25,000 to get in, something like that. So if we're talking 25K for that, whatever, you don't think that that's the room that has people that can write the check to get you out of there? I'm gonna leave that out there. Look, EA, you open Pandora's box. I was okay. Like, y'all don't think that though? Like, if this is where it's gonna be, and as they both said, they didn't see it. I didn't see it. So literally, this is unsupported, reckless speculation that I'm talking about. Because I didn't see it. I read the same article you read from the Rattler blog spot. Not saying they don't be telling truths. They be having data. So I'm not saying that anything they're saying is invalid. But what I'm saying is I don't have the documentation in front of me to validate it. But what I will speak to is the issue. If that's the issue and it really happened like that, I'm just saying that's tough. Like, you just had a vote of no confidence from the same organization. Why not be on your best behavior? Look, I'm just saying, why the hell were you there? This is me. I'm just saying, look, I just told y'all. I tell y'all, I just crossed into a fraternity. I jokingly had the cane on Larry. You know what I'm not gonna do? Go to some event and haze somebody so I can get a cease and disorder. I am on my best behavior. Kappa Alpha Psi is a non-hazing fraternity. I am not doing it. I'm not going to it. If I hear that an event is involving any type of hazing, I won't be there because you won't see me in no crimson and cream, but smirching the good name of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Because I know what's up. Because as EA pointed out, I'm on my best behavior. You know these people don't like you here. As EA pointed out, you just got to vote of no confidence. And some of the stuff these people said was half true. Why the hell are you at that event? Like, what are you hobnobbing for? Like, you're not hobnobbing. You're not rubbing elbows. This your move. You go, you show up, wave, and walk the hell out. Like, it's receipts. Look, bring it with them. Look, it's true though. Appreciate it, Kelvin. Look, and if y'all missed ONG yesterday, look, I ain't gonna lie. I watched it yesterday, then I went back and rewatched today because I had the parts I missed. I had to go back and get filled in. Look, all this stuff ain't lies. I'll say that. But at the same point, until we have the facts and the hard data, that's where you just can't fire the lady because somebody said it. Ain't a lot of y'all. That's why when some of y'all like, oh, Elmira Mango was a great president, I was like, I didn't like her. It is not that I didn't like her as an administrator. In my run-ins with her, I didn't like her as a person. Like, I was like, man, she don't give me that vibe. You know, Emmons, oh, he was cool. Gaines, oh, that was my president. I tell y'all every day, Greg Gaines, that was my guy. But at the same point, that was because in person, Gaines made me feel, I wasn't even a FAMU student, and he made me feel welcome. We were working. I was bringing food and helping my girlfriend's mom cater. Walking the door, welcome home. How did you know? I love FAMU. I just, what? In my meetings with AD Sykes, I've had no bad run-ins. But at the same point, if others have, and they're the money people, well, the excrement just hit the fan. And that's where the problem lies here. Because if they got facts and figures and data, shoot. And JT said she had to be there. I didn't say don't. Okay, I did say don't show up. But I also gave you the other side. And this is the Ed Leadership degree coming out. One of the first things we learned in that master's program was how to show up at an event. The second thing they taught us was how to leave. My professor, Dr. Riley, was like, you don't stay all night at an event as a principal or an AP unless you're on duty. You go in, Show your face, wave, talk to people, stay there 20 minutes, start making your way to the exit. That's the move, especially in this place. You are in year 2 of a 3-year contract in a place where honestly they don't like you. Like we could lie or we can be honest about this. You're in year 3 at a place where your customers don't like you. Like, just being honest. The customer support you're getting is in spite of you, not because of you. It ain't because the Investing in Champions program is so good, I got to buy it. That's bull. It's not because the basketball team is worth giving 2 poops about. That's a lie. Football team's fire. Baseball team is fire. Softball's solid. She doing good. Tennis is fire. But out of all the revenue producing sports, you only got one that's worth a damn. So the fact you're getting these donations and this support from these DSOs and from these individuals isn't because they like you. That is an issue. And furthermore, when you go to an event and we get these kind of reports, you're in a no-win situation, sis. Like, just keeping it a buck and keeping it a bean. You're in a place where you're not going to win. Like, look, we got a group chat. I'm going to tell y'all about that one. And somebody brought up the thing. And I posted the song from The Wiz with Michael Jackson when he's a scarecrow. Hey, these sites need to understand one thing about this whole FAMU situation. You can't win. There's nothing you're going to do to win this at all. Nothing. You can add every sport in the next year. And unless you get some big time donation, like 40, 50 mil, and all of a sudden institute all these programs, create endowments and all these other things, you're not going to win this situation. You're not. And your success is tied to how long Larry's going to be there. And we all see the writing on the wall. Like, don't get me wrong. I agree with some of y'all about why Larry needs to go. But I also see the other piece, and it's been like, y'all do realize Ron DeSantis is going to be very heavily involved in selecting the next president of FAMU if Larry is gone. Like, y'all thinking about that? Like, I'm just saying. And look, I don't think she's the best candidate, but she's in the seat now. She's a yes, ma'am for Larry. Dang. Shots fired, man. And that was a sniper. Ain't no stray bullets there. Larry's showing inability and unwillingness to hire a steady hand and athletics. Is it inability? Or are we cheap? I'm just saying, like, when it comes to athletics and athletic directors, is it an inability to hire good people, or are we just cheap as hell? Because Courtney was great at certain things. Courtney had never been an AD before. Are we just gonna like overshadow that? We have a real track record. Again, FAMU has a bad habit of being somebody's first job. And for some of the stuff, it shouldn't be. And y'all, if you hear yawn and screaming, my son is in the back. I'm gonna text him, like, sir. He's in full video game mode. Look, but how many times you gonna get lucky like that? Like, how many times are you gonna get a AD who's financially really solid like that? Granted, we know what the street committee says. We know what happened. Just saying. But look, and it don't matter. The contract ain't getting renewed. I don't think so either. Unless Larry's there. If Larry's there, she get another time. I'm just saying. Another rotation to AD. It doesn't help. Look, one of the problems, and I believe Kelvin has pointed this out on ONG Strike Zone. Look, I told y'all, I argue with numbers, I argue with facts, I argue with data, and I reference people. I have my degrees in history. I believe Kelvin's pointed out, FAMU has a horrible turnover record, at athletic director 1. How are you supposed to build anything when you're getting rid of a new AD every 3 years? Part of the reason Larry's been there so long, When's the last time you had a president at FAMU this long? Frederick Humphreys? I'm just saying, like, Ammons was there for a good little minute. But honestly, it's the first time since the Humphreys era we've had a president just be at FAMU. And honestly, I asked the question the other week: is Larry the villain now? Y'all heard the movie reference. You either stay long enough to die a hero, or end up becoming a villain. I think at this point, just saying. And look, we tend to forget Larry is an exactly. He's all about academics. That's what he's big at. Y'all remember how hard it was to get him to become the president? Like, he didn't want to do it at first. Like, it's not like, hey, Larry, you want to be president? Yeah, me, pick me. Larry was like, could you not? Could you? Like, he had a little bit of Jesus in him. Could you pass this bitter cup to the next man? Because I don't know if I want to do this. I just want to get my research and do some money. And you think about it, what is he great at? He's great at getting research dollars. Well, why would you be good at getting research dollars? To justify you having a job as a researcher. Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, I'm just saying. Let's see. Look, so someone write an article for you in third person calling people old, don't know what they're talking about, is an aggressive move, giving you the middle finger. I didn't say they were wrong. Again, I stated I have no data. That's me. That's not me saying anything. Actually, as a matter of fact, I said most times the stuff they write is correct. It's just I don't have any data. So for me to come out here and be like, they need to fire that lady and get rid of her and everything else, those are real strong words when I don't have documentation, especially when I've seen, hell, we all saw. Go back and look at that NAA meeting, and some people brought up stuff, and one of the people on this show today literally paused them and was like, you might not want to say that, and saved them from making themselves look stupid because they were quoting somebody else that didn't have all the facts. And so that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying you got to be careful until you have the data of making a decision, because that's kind of how we get sued. And even when FAMU does get sued, some of those firings were good firings. We just fired them and they didn't like it. Like, and look, Jordan, probably remains from a football hiring event. It remains an adversarial relationship. The fact that the AD is trying to win because the team she plays for, it's tough. Like, because the APR thing, that's a thing. Is that a reason you hire her or retain her as an AD though? For me, no. Like, that's like me giving you good financial aid advice. Okay. I used to be a financial aid representative. I know how FAFSA works. I know how to get around it. I know how to work around it. I get that. That's different than somebody off the street just telling you and being like, oh, well, this is my experience. I heard, but she's supposed to be good at that. She's a compliance officer. She's done it at an Ivy League school. She's supposed to be great at that. But it's the other things where a lot of us are kind of like, I don't know, man. And it's that relationship building. The other piece with athletic directors, we need athletic directors that are personable. FAMU, you got to be personable. President, athletic director, anything. Cool thing about Larry, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You can pull up on Larry and talk to him. Like, he got a little bit of, hunch in his back now. But at the same point, Larry still holds a decent conversation. Like, I've spoken to him a few times. He still got a little bit of, wit to him. He still got some energy, fire. Rattler Shark still sucks. But, I can forgive that. You got the research dollars tight. But as an AD, and look, I need you to be less of a Diddy. I mean, less a Diddy before we knew what Diddy is now. Like, I need less of that. I need more of, something different. Like, give me Hype Williams type stuff. Okay, yeah, excited, all that good stuff. That's cool. But behind closed doors, did you ever see Hype Williams in the videos? Or you just saw the fire behind videos? I need that. Like, I need that. My favorite is Jeremy Foley ever. UF was on fire when he was there. And I hate the Gators. I don't like them. Sorry. I used to hate the Gators. But I respected that dude. I think that's what you need. And I think that's what we need her to give. Yo, just fall back. Don't be at the stuff. Show up, do your little time, walk in, leave, but make sure the stuff around you gets better because the facility's gotten better. Like under her watch. Now, how much of that was her directly? How much of that was other people's stuff? That's up to you. But look, this 237 will be her downfall. How could he could float because our athletics have produced in dire situations? Yep. And just because research professor did, that's what he wanted. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Man, look, telling y'all, Humphreys had a different swag, man. In my opinion, we need co-ADs to keep a healthy balance. She watches the grades and someone else watches the money. I've had a great, and I ain't gonna name my person because I don't want to put them out there, but they had the best idea ever. She probably should have come in as a compliance officer and as an assistant AD that kind of learned the ropes from somebody else and then let her take over. That was their idea. I was like, dang, you got the best of both worlds. She gets to learn the culture because I think that's the other thing that's missing. The thing that you had with Michael Smith, and at this point you can't do that. But what it would have been if you would just let Michael Smith be the AD and have her come in as the co-AD and be like, we're going to fix compliance and all this other stuff. Because when have you met somebody that said they didn't like Michael Smith? Like, just saying, just an idea, just a thought. It's probably a crazy thought. And that's with hindsight. So hindsight, my vision's perfect. But, and he's talking about adding more sports, and Willie last year coaches still haven't gotten their bonuses. Look, that's what I heard. That probably is true. But then some of that goes back to your DSOs. Like we talked about the NAA. We hinted at the boosters. And the boosters you keep hitting them up for 20K a rack. Just, hey, new season coming, I need 20K. And they're supposed to be doing a booster event. But the real question is, okay, these bonuses aren't happening. I don't know if y'all saw ONG's drop online where they mentioned like, hey, the NCAA might let these schools put some stuff on the field. Now we need those corporate sponsors to come in. And that's the part I really think we're missing. I think that's the part we really needed. I think we did the compliance to fix the issue because honestly, if compliance isn't right, none of this matters. Like we saw what happened that season with compliance and how embarrassing that was. So that had to happen. But on the flip side, we're also starting to see that some of this stuff is just completely amiss. Like the relationship's not there with the alumni. And she's been working to repair that. But at the same point, and look, you got to be rational in the AD role. Yeah. Have intangibles, have charisma. Yep. He wasn't. And I'll be honest, if I'm looking at this, I think this goes one of two ways. I think you had that backdoor, closed door meeting, and it's like, hey, cuz, tried to fight for you, tried to help you out, but these ninjas don't like you. And there's nothing you can do to make them like you. Step down gracefully or go out with a fight. And I would say you get the pick. That would be what I say at first. But I'd be like, I would hit that line for my man in Blazing Saddles. You're on your own. Because if they say I got to pull the trigger, hey, man, ain't nothing personal. This is business. Ain't nothing personal about it. I think that's what it's going to end up coming to. I think, especially after the whole money situation, which, that's a thing. I think that's going to be the other piece because it's like, okay, That was the sacrificial lamb last time. Now, in this situation, it's either you or her. And I think it comes to the point of, at the board of governors, you're and the board of trustees and yada yada yada, just tired of being embarrassed. Like the AD needs a PR class on how to be genuine. She sounds like she's always reading on cue cards, and she yells and speaks. She does. She does speak in crowds. It does seem like she's yelling, but yeah, you're not wrong. And I think this is the best way. Like eventually, by football season, this is me. Fiscal year ends in a couple days. Now you don't want to start the year without an AD. So for y'all folks that's like fire her today, okay, but you need a new AD in 3 weeks. Just saying. Firing somebody this close to the football season, I ain't gonna lie, it might save you some money, depending on like terms of separation, X, Y, and Z. But on the other side of that, if you wait till football season starts and you kind of already have your names on, on the roll, is that something you do? I'm just asking. Like, that is my uninformed question. Like, and I would love to have somebody, probably like Kelvin, answer that. But is that a question or a thing you do? Like this close to the end of the fiscal year, where you just like, hey, let's just terminate the contract, rip it up, agree on a settlement, and get a new person? Because I mean, football schedule set. Most of your fall sports are good. I mean, is that something you do? Like, I'm asking for, the uninformed. Like, also, she comes from from a quitter, calmer setting, quieter. Sorry, she has to just right. I mean, you got to think. Dartmouth compared to FAMU, who gives a darn? I'm just saying, like, and I'm not disparaging anything that the Big Green do. But I guess what? I'll guess this thing. I'm probably one of the out of the 100 and plus of us in here that know that Dartmouth's mascot's the Big Green. There's probably 20, maybe 30 of us. I'm a nerd. So I'm just saying, like, just here we go. I said it before. She would go down fighting, calling all black women to fight for her, attacking her because she's a woman. Her calling card. Whew. I don't know. See, I disagree with you on this. Because if it had been a dude, maybe. Like if it had been a situation where, look, I'll throw me out there. Hell, I don't care. If it had been me tapping her on the shoulder and she started going to me like that, then maybe. Because, oh snap, I'm a dude, whatever. But that happened allegedly with another lady. That's different. Like, that's very different because it's, to me, especially if it's vice versa, but if it's that she's yelling at a dude, you could kind of have that a little bit. But the fact you're going at another black female, allegedly, I think that changes the game, especially when it's somebody who's so connected to people of influence. Again, kind of like I pointed out when we were talking about, Lord have mercy, Eddie Jackson. Sorry. I never really formally met him, but we were only 1 degree separated. Like, we were supposed to try to have him on the show, actually. So, but at the same point, if that's me and doing that, and she's yelling at me or I'm yelling at her, it looks different. But when it's her saying it to another black woman, I don't think you can really pull that card. Like, look, rip it. It's too much damage. That card's expired. I think so. I'm just saying, I don't think we can try to do the female victim thing here. And I don't even like to say it like that, but that's the way it comes off. So y'all know, I'm gonna just keep it a beat. You can't play that card because you can't say that you were talking to another a white woman. You can't say it was a white man. You can't say it was a man. You can't say it was a person that was outside of your social class. It was somebody that same demographics, similar social class, similar social economic status. Everything is so similar that what is the out? Where is the out? Again, and I say if, because don't get me wrong. I, like you, I got people. Street committee has come in. They've said what they've said. Yeah, I know I don't base my stuff on what the street committee says most times. I try to hold off. But if what the street committee says, it ain't good. Look, and I think Larry might stay till the contract is up, but who knows? I think so. Um, and I'm just saying, and Angel, you're not wrong. Like, there's only so many times that Papa can save you from the switch. Like, because after a certain while, look, somebody gonna catch this, and it might be both y'all. I think in this case, if it's true, I think it's over. Like, and look, there we go. That's the other part. That's why I say I need a video. What if she was being disrespected? Facts. What if she had prosecco and orange juice in her cup? Like, there's so many variables for me that keep me from just saying outright she need to go. Because I get that. I also see the witch hunt, but I also see where's the gray area in this. Because yeah, she may be out of excuses, but look, what if you was over here really on my shoulder hard? Like, I ain't no fighter all the time, but I tell you, you bump me the wrong way, I might come back at you kind of sideways. I think without seeing those videos ourselves, we as the supporters and the watchers and the spectators kind of got to be careful with calling for her head, because I tell you what, as a person, it sucks when somebody says you're lying and you're telling the truth. And you're like, I can show it to you, or I can tell you, and nothing you can do is going to validate or change their opinion. In this case, I need to see it. Like, look, girl needs to stay away from people, keep quiet. I told y'all that. Told y'all with the strike tour, you would look, y'all would see me. I would be the glorified door opener. Because that's literally all I would do. I'll walk in, hey, how y'all doing? Da 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 da. I charge y'all up real quick, and these are our coaches. Da da da. They're gonna speak to y'all, and they're gonna encourage y'all to give and tell you why they need it. All right, y'all. I gotta run to a meeting. I would have to run to a meeting every day, and I would be sitting there in the hotel having a meeting with a pillow. Like, just saying. At this point, you've been told you got the secret to the sauce. Hey, Otis, anybody come to see you? Like, sorry. And we don't have that one David Ruffin out there right now. I mean, I feel like David has been a lot softer and been nicer. Uh, David Ruffin, you might know who you are. Swoop. But just say it. Like, every group needs a David Ruffin. And somebody needs to just keep reminding. Ain't nobody come see you, Otis. Like, we can't see the Temptations. Not Otis. And at a certain point, it feels like you trying to be Otis, and you want the folks to see you. Otis Williams in the distance. I did not. I never heard that name until I saw the movie. But the Temptations, oh yeah, it ain't Christmas till the Temptations start singing. Like, and look, I just want to establish more allies, but seems like she's making it even more difficult. I don't know. Is she doing it, or is it some of us that ain't allies? I'm just saying that. Like, Cause I'll be honest. That's why I told you I ain't got no problem with the lady as a person. Now, again, I said it before. She pissed me off with the head coach thing. But she does need to make allies. And part of how you make allies sometimes, sit down, shut up, and do the work. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Look, that's really how you make a lot of allies. Like I remember asking questions, and sometimes you gotta learn when not to ask questions. Like I'm just saying, like, and was she able to shine like this for the big green? I don't know. And yes, yeah, we talking about the OBG. Like, honestly, make allies. Was sit down, shut up, and do the work. Because honestly, past couple months, guess what you did? You sat down, you shut up, and you did work. And all of a sudden, you just reported back to us that, hey, here's some good information. Good job with the APR. Okay. Football field. Got a football field's reconditioned. Good job. I got no problem. I'm with you when you're right. My thing is, right now, this ain't the moment. And honestly, I'm cool with the silence for right now. But on the other side of that, in the midst of all the silence, keep doing the work. Be a silent worker. Come out there when you need something. Use your social media. Hell, you got social media. You got all them kids up there. Look, po Josh, but use them. That's what he's paid for. Sorry, Josh. Hey, have them out there. Keep putting stuff up there on Rattlers Plus. Well, move some of that to the public and put that out there. Like, it goes to your point. Sit down and do the work. Everything in a photo shoot. It's not. I got no Nelly on. I got FAMU stuff on. It's not time for me to be up here like, nah, we doing something. Like, oh Lord, she missed. Look, and the other piece of it, because I got the same thing that Scotty got right before he got it. I ain't gonna lie. When he was looking at his phone, I already had that info. Yeah, that's real from what I've been. So it's like you gotta, at a time when you need big donors and it's becoming more difficult, it's one of those things where you have to you got to realize we're more important than you may have thought we were, especially because you can flat out pay the players now. Like, let's see, I don't think you're looking at the collateral damage. Colsey, Gordon, men's basketball coach, all became unable to have to start making other possible plans because, hey man, I'm looking at collateral damage, but I'm looking past that. For me, one of my pet peeves with FAMU athletics, it's been a while since we got sued. I'm lying. Courtney Gaucher was about to sue the university. So how many ADs in a row have sued FAMU? Just saying. So part of the quick trigger thing for me is sometimes you might want to put the gun down and make sure you got your target in your sights and understand what's going to happen after you knock that thing down. Because if you can't verify it, and I'm like you, I got the tea. I got all the tea. But at the same point, I got the tea. I don't have the pot. I don't have the bag. I don't have all the evidence in front of me to present to say, let's go. Because if you get a wrongful termination thing, what does that say about your university's athletic program and the stability at your university? Because as an AD, why would I want to go FAMU when Gaucher got fired? They may not know what the street committee knows. Before him, Overton pretty much walks the hell out because of what was going on. Kellen Winslow pretty much walks the hell out. Like, we kind of have a toxic culture. I'm just saying. Like, I could lie about this, or I could be honest. Is that something you kind of want there? Marvin said, if you want an AD, dancing all the videos, come to FAMU. You know what though? FSU's AD was dancing in the video last week. Alpha was on the field. Hey, we won a championship. JC, we could really be dominating this collegiate landscape, academics and athletics. We do. Like, and it's a delicate glass house we need to protect. I agree. Like, because I'm with y'all. Look, I was with y'all. But again, the other part of me, this ain't spades. I can't just look at, hey, study alone, study wrong, hurt and play. Like, there's that other side of this where you got to consider the other side of the collateral damage, because the other side is what happens if you get in litigation? What happens if they can verify and now you got to pay their lawyer fees and their salary? Like I'm just saying, we got to call a spade a spade. We've been effing up the athletic department since the failed G1 move. Our coaches are winning in spite of the foolishness. I agree. I definitely agree. I think we have been bull jiving around for a long time. And I even stated as much. Some of these coaches are winning in spite of, not because of. Just saying. If it's crazy, just wait till Gaucher's assistant court trial goes down. It's beyond crazy. You know they got dirt on Gaucher. I'm just saying. I left the deck of cards in the car. But you know they got the big joker. You know what the big joker is too. Come on, man. That course ain't gonna make it. Now the assistant person, hopefully they ain't got the same dirt they had on Gaucher. But I feel like they're gonna settle out of court. That's reckless, unsupported speculation on that. Pure feeling. But I feel like they're gonna settle out of court on that one. Just saying. I'm just gonna put that out there. But again, this goes back to really the point there. How we've been effing around a lot. You were effing around with athletic director. And when I say that, I mean that. When the last time you hired an experienced athletic director? Milton Overton? How many ADs has that been? I mean, technically Michael Smith, because he's been the associate AD God knows how many times. Like, when's the last time you hired? Okay, this is the first head basketball coach we've hired who was a basketball coach before in a while. The baseball coach, he had never been a head baseball coach in college, but he'd been an assistant forever and a second. So, can't get mad at that. Women's basketball coach, hey, she'd never been a head before, but this is working. Like, start looking through how many times FAMU has hired coaches who are kind of doing it in spite of, or because Gordon was an assistant for a while though, and she's a hell of a player. But how many times we hired people at coaching positions, head coaching head coaching positions with no effing experience? Bowling coach, she was a grad student. She was a grad assistant. Not even like assistant head coach. She was a GA. And you made her the head coach. 4 years ago, she was playing in your conference. Just saying. Head football coach has head coaching experience at a college. That's going smooth. Like, FAMU's effing around. Like, that's kind of what we do. Like, as an athletic program. And we've gone for long, sorry. But in this case, you hired an AD. Never done it before. And did you guide her? That's kind of my other side of the coin. Like, yeah, we know what we got. We know how we got to her. We know how she got on the list. We know all the other stuff. But if you're gonna hire somebody that's that inexperienced, are you gonna give them the additional support? And I think this is one of those things where we just kind of gave her the keys and said sink or swim. And she's learning some of it on the fly. But at the same point, man, when it goes left, boy, that left goes hard. And I think that's just something we've seen consistently. And at this point, is it so much of her fault or is it the person that put her there? Because she was set up to fail. Just saying, chick was set up to fail. You come to a difficult place. His family's hard. Like, and I'm a Rattler. I'm not saying that as a, oh, I was at FAMU for a whole year. No. I've grown up in and around campus, graduated from FAMU, had my time. FAMU's tough. FAMU's a hard place. Part of what makes FAMU graduates so good is because it's tough. It makes you. Like, FAMU is going to make you or it's going to break you. And if you can do it at FAMU, you can do it anywhere because you're going to find a way to be resourceful because they may not always have what you need, but they're going to tell you how to get it. And FAMU is one of those places where if you listen to the people, you're going to get what you need. And look, as JT pointed out, that's on Larry. I'm just saying, at this point, we are what we are, but you consistently try to kind of skirt around hiring experienced people, and every once in a while, it's going to work. Again, Go Shade, never been AD. Y'all sing his praises like he's, freaking Mother Teresa. That brother, oh man, he could do no wrong for some of y'all. When he first came in, you remember, like, man, what is this dude doing? He brought some new ideas. Came from UM. Like, you brought in somebody from Dartmouth at a place where they pride themselves as a conference for not really giving scholarships. You are there to be a student. If you play athletics, they find a way, but they will tell you, oh, we don't give athletic scholarships. Look, she applied and accepted the job she wasn't ready for. Happens in corporate and people get exposed. Exactly. I'm just saying, been there, done that. Been like, shoot, man, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I gotta figure this stuff out. Because otherwise, man, look, that little girl over there need to eat. And I'm about to fix this. And you figured it out. I think going forward, and y'all know I like to provide a solution if I'm presenting a problem, and appreciate Jeremiah and William for coming on. I purposely did not do this with them on there because they were in Tampa, but they weren't at the events. And so I don't want to make it seem like they're not part of the street committee. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, they hear stuff like you and I do, but one thing I will say about VP Youmans, he goes out of his way to not be in them streets. Now me, look, it just is, it is what it is, man. Look, I'm polished and whatever else, but I'm in the streets. Like, certified member of the street committee. I don't go searching for news. News finds me. And I don't share a lot of times what I hear. It's just, oh, you say it in confidence? Cool. Once it hits the public and the masses, hey, it's fair game then. But he tries to keep himself protected from that. And sometimes it is doc, you might not want to go to this. You might want to do that. Why? They got some stuff going on. Like, look, Go Shade worked with Ashley Robinson at JSU before UM. That part, look, I'm outside. I'm with you, Will. Look, we out here. But so that's why I purposely waited. And so the show's long because we did our NAA piece, but EA brought it up. So I wanted to make sure we did that. But the solution is, for me, first, if you're going to stay, man, look, Pick one of them associate ADs that you got up there and throw him to the wolves. I'm sorry. Look, it can't be, both of us can't survive this. And I'm not saying you fire the person, but what I'm saying is that person becomes the mouthpiece. What you do is you change their position and maybe in their position, but their job title to include something with marketing. And part of what that does is you push yourself away from the table. You're not the person anymore. You're just the athletic director. When it's a big thing, you address it. When it's a small thing, you don't say nothing. But when it's in between, you just do your work. You make sure you give us a report every month, and you have your marketing person that's really your mouthpiece. But they say what they say. They get two things out of it. They get groomed to take the position, and you get peace of mind that you ain't got to deal with us. Other part, honestly, meet with that lady. Like, I'm sorry, I'm different. That event may have happened in public, but it didn't happen in front of the masses. So guess what I'm not going to do? Contrary to what my brother on his show said, I don't go in front of the masses, read a script, because that's going to seem fake, and announce everything. I say, me and such met. This happened at a private event. We met in private. We made nice. Everything's good. And you keep it pushing. You do something for Piggly Wiggly. You try to get whatever he wants. You make nice with him. If free advertising for a year, you make that happen. Because we all saw the documentary. When they went to get the ice pops for the players, that was from the Piggly Wiggly. That was not from Publix. Wasn't from Winn-Dixie. The closest grocery store to FAMU is that Piggly Wiggly. And that brother supports FAMU athletics. You make nice with that. And you try to say, hey, whatever it is, it is, it is. On the other side of that, hey, man, when I go to a job, I don't put nothing in the walls. I don't put staples in the walls. I don't hang pictures because I don't plan on staying. I had that talk with Larry. I said, hey, man, after this contract's up, you got to find you a new AD. And I quickly prepare myself and my resume a new place. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't know this. That's the one thing I will say I don't know. I can't verify that, and I'm not gonna pull on my people to really just go up there and bother him about that question. But I do know people who know him that can ask that, but I won't do that. That's a violation of our trust as people. That's how I feel about it. But look, the street committee says, so, but that's what I do. I literally, hey, I'm gonna finish out this contract. We're gonna make this cool. We're gonna make this nice. But I really started to make it, not known. But I started making my way up out of there. Like, you don't think him and Willie would talk? Does it matter? I mean, I'm just saying. What Willie's moved on. Like that's definite. Like I don't think I think he holds the affinity and the love for the university, but as far as being like heavily engaged and involved, I don't see it. I mean, he came down to Orlando and how many of y'all saw him? If I didn't tell you, how many of y'all knew it? Like literally down here recruiting, doing his thing at Duke. I think he's moved on. That's just me. Like you've been gone that long. I ain't worried about y'all no more. I want y'all to be successful. I want y'all to be great. But when it comes to like the day-to-day aspects, they're paying me more to do a job. I'm going to do it. It's mercenary season now. I think when it comes to that kind of stuff, I think the real issue is the other big money boosters. That's what I'm hearing. It's not so much of, all right, what did the old coaches say? But what do the money people say? Like, just saying. Is athletics putting something in Bragg to memorialize Celebration Bowl championship? At this point, just I mean, first question is where are you gonna put it? Because you got the ribbon boards. Like, what do you have in Bragg to commemorate the first national champions? I'm just saying, is there anything at Bragg Stadium that tells you that FAMU has won a national championship? I can't place it. I know nothing but the trophies that are in the trophy case. That's all I got for you. What's up, Band Talk? That's all I got. Like, there is nothing that commemorates any of our championships there. You heard of ONG Strike Zone. How many volleyball championships do we have? Go look in the Lawson Center. How many banners we got in there? I'm just saying. Like, I agree. That's an easy win. Very easy win. But where are you going to put it? You're going to put a, I mean, you just wrap the scoreboard. So, what's a good place where you can hang something like that? Like, is it something you put on the outside of the stadium, maybe? Like, create some banners? Like, I'm just saying. I can't think of a good place to put it. No Diddy. Like, what's a good place you commemorate those championships? I haven't seen it. So, but I do think that's an easy layup. I think it's an easy win. I think some of the stuff that she's hit home runs on is her relationship with student athletes. The student athletes love her. She's hitting home runs with that. The problem is the student athletes get you paid, but the student athletes don't pay the bills. That's the problem. They're the ones who get the bills paid, but they aren't the ones who actually pay the bills. That's one of the big problems. And we got 5x7 pictures of all of our pro football players, bro. Oh, my lands. Goodness. Oh, man. But look, y'all, we getting longer than two. I don't know what hold y'all this long. Look, hopefully we get some understanding of what really came out. I ain't gonna lie. This is my take. And from what I was told, the stuff that happened in Tampa was supposed to stay in Tampa with everything, all the groups, but it got out. I'm like, y'all, who gonna put the video up? I ain't checking the shade room. I know we won't use World Star no more. I don't use the shade room, honestly. Who gonna drop the video? Because one of y'all narcissists got this video, and one of y'all just sitting on it like, nah, I ain't gonna share it. I appreciate you for that, because that's when it's gonna become a problem. Because until you actually see the video, and as long as it stays speculation, you safe. But look, I'm with you on that. Look, they be leaking stuff. I'm telling y'all, that's an NAA Board of Trustees member right there. It ain't me, because Key wasn't in Tampa. I tell y'all straight up, it ain't never me, because I put my name on stuff when I say it. If I said it, I meant it. And if I'm wrong, I'll be like, hey, I missed that. I missed on that Tennessee State one. Hey, but this one wasn't me, but it's somebody up there. And then they say they got 3 videos, and it sounded like they was there too. Would it be funny? Would it be funny? But yeah. They said that video would be hilarious, but let's not. No need for further bad press. Send a veto. It's always one of y'all cousins. Always one of y'all. But look, we're gonna see what comes up, y'all. Hopefully, next couple of days we get some information that combats that, and that hopefully just says cooler heads. But I know how it goes with FAMU. If it's salacious and it says FAMU, boy, look, we are the entertainment in the SWAC. Like, as much as y'all hate us, boy, the SWAC was born as hell before FAMU got there. Boy, every week y'all got something to say, and it's always got FAMU behind it. Like, The SWAC was born before FAMU. I need to be a t-shirt. On a football note, we deep in several position rooms. We are. Look, we don't need any more DBs. I'm just saying, I don't need any more DBs or receivers. At this point, some of these kids are playing on academic scholarships because I'm just saying, yeah, Bobby might got it. Look, if Bobby got it, look, y'all, look. One of y'all that know Bobby like that, get him to, send me a copy. I met Bobby in person, y'all. Bobby was cool, man. No problems at all, man. So, and we did the thing with Vaughn together too, man. So, Bobby's Bobby, man. And look, y'all know the strike tour is going to Atlanta, right? Can you record that one? Asking for a friend. Me. All right, y'all. Look, we've been here too long. So for HBCU Digital Network, man. Look, if you are in the Orlando area, shameless plug. The Winter Park chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi is doing Kappa Casino Saturday, 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock. This is in support of the Kappa League, the award-winning Kappa League at Winter Park, at the Winter Park Kappa Alpha Psi. Our Kappa League, those kids win an award every year. And we have live performances. Ricky Jackson's jazz band is going to be there. Also, DJ Ayo, he's going to be the DJ for the night on the ones and twos. It's going to be nice. If you're in a sorority ladies get discounted tickets. And yes, the price is up there, but all you can eat, all your liquor is included, so you can drink all night. Just look, don't jump in no car after. If you need an Uber, get your Uber. But the food and the drinks are included. Information is on that chapter's Instagram page, my chapter. So for Herb Stewart, the Black Techies, though, look, y'all, we had a long, good time today. We normally don't do it this long, but we're gonna come back, talk some more FAMU stuff, hopefully less FAMU foolishness. And y'all already know what's up. It's always gonna be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started. Are you kidding me? Unreal.
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.